Hello, it's Georgia Atwell, Sales Director with Mary Kay, and we are in week 3 of Rock the Stage Pacesetter. So the first week was all about setting, then team building, and now we're at business and money management. So I'm going to chat with you about the 60-40 split. Embezzling from our business is not recommended. So, embezzling means that we're taking money from our business to pay ourselves. So, don't do that. Get to a place where you have inventory to service your customers, and then we divide our money in a 60-40 split. And here's how it works. But first, I encourage you, whether you're a brand new consultant or maybe you've been in and yet you haven't established these things, I encourage you to do so. So first, you open up a new free checking account local to you, so it's easy to make deposits um, and to set a date, like maybe Friday, that you go and you make your deposits, right? So open up a free checking account and then be sure to set up your credit card processing. Currently, it's ProPay. But with the ProPay, be sure to opt in to the prepaid MasterCard, because then when you're out and about at Walmart or Target, wherever you're shopping, and you see some supplies that you could use for your business, such as water bottles, cotton balls, washcloths, so forth and so on, then you can use your ProPay MasterCard. That when they ask you, do you want that credit card? A lot of people skip it. Don't skip it. Be sure to check yes, so that then you can use your card when you're out and about. Now, 60-40 split. Well, that means if you had $1,000 week last week, 60% goes into your account, your checking, okay, your free checking account, right? To reorder the products. And we'll break down that 60%. But 40% is your paycheck. And from your paycheck, if you have an inventory loan payment, anything like that, or somebody that you borrowed it from, a separate credit card, so forth and so on, that's where you make that payment from. Now, let's talk about that 60-40 split. A lot of people think it's often you might hear about 50-50. Well, it really should be 60-40, and here's why. 60% is made up of 50% to reorder or to order the products, right? And then the other 10%, 5% is for PCP. 5% we're to set 5% weekly, we're to set aside so that when the registration for the new spring PCP comes around, which is shortly, then you'll have funds in your account for that ready to go. Okay, so 5% PCP and then 5% Section 2. Here's my understanding of that 5% for Section 2. So say, for instance, you're doing a $600 wholesale order in the month, whether it's a cumulative or all at one time. 5% of $600 is no more than $30 in Section 2. Of course, there's going to be times, especially during the holidays, or maybe you're doing a lot of virtual stuff where you will, balance that out. Sometimes you do a little more, sometimes you do a little bit less, but that's overall the breakdown, the structure to properly distribute the funds in your Mary Kay business to keep from embezzling from yourself. Remember, embezzling means to steal from your business to pay yourself, and we don't want to do that. So again, if you had $1,000 week, 600 goes into your reorder account. In this scenario, it's the checking. And then $400 goes into your savings account, which is your paycheck and any expenses you have from your Mary Kay business. That's where you pay those from. You guys, make it a wonderful week. Really hone in on this aspect of Pacesetters, because when you put nuggets from each module each week of the 6 weeks, and we're in week 3, then you will grow your business. Remember, we're not competing with anyone else, but ourselves. So be better today than you were, or better this week than you were last week, right? Have a wonderful week. Bye now.